He's my chemo. He's so cute. Big Maine Coon we rescued, polydactyl. Very spoiled. Thank you. Spoiled. So today I wanted to talk to you guys about an issue I've got emailed about a bunch of times, and that is high triglycerides. Specifically when people go to a starch-based diet. Sometimes you can get high triglycerides. So I've helped some people with that, and I thought I would do a video. So my understanding essentially is that the triglycerides are just fats. They're created generally from the liver, from sort of fructose, refined sugars, dried dates, dried fruit, stuff like that. And they do that when the glycogen is full. So the liver stores a certain amount of glycogen, which is the energy, and then once it fills that up, it'll start to put out triglycerides into the blood. And so I've seen people that were maybe fruitarian or something, and then they went to a starch-based diet, and they liked the fruit and they liked the sweet, so they added a lot of sugar, or maybe there's sugars hidden in things like ketchup and sauces like sweet Thai chili sauce, soy milk, even non-dairy milks, and even pasta sauces if you're buying like stuff in the store. So you got to be careful. There's sugars all over the place, in addition to anything that you might use yourself. You're allowed to, in a McDougall diet, they like you to put a little bit of sugar on things like oatmeal if you need to, but not to go super crazy with it. So if you minimize the refined sugars and that type of thing, your liver won't be putting out usually as much of the triglycerides. The other thing is you can burn off some of those triglycerides, which are just the fats in the blood, by exercise. And my wife Bonnie recently, she's had a lot higher triglycerides than I have when we went to this diet, and we figured she was basically sensitive to sugars, so we cut back on all the things that were, like I said, hidden in various foods. And she also almost every day will walk religiously for like an hour or so, pretty fast paced, mostly outside. And her blood test just came back recently. We've been doing this 5 years, but she's now got lower triglycerides than I have. And triglycerides are part of the total cholesterol. So if you're on this lifestyle and your total cholesterol is still high, a little bit higher than you like, which mostly comes from like the animal products, and we create our own cholesterol. But if you cut out all the animal products and you are pretty strict with your diet as far as doing the starch type solution, if you do have a little bit still high triglycerides, you can look at the two things: exercise, make sure, because you'll burn off that energy, and also the refined sugars. Now that also goes for alcohol too. So a lot of people aren't quite aware that the wine or things you're drinking at night with dinner or after a stressful day or whatever at a restaurant is part of the equation. So that's kind of the bulk of what I wanted to say. Also, when I tested my blood, I waited 10 months because I wanted to lose the fat on my body and not have that floating around in the blood, like if it's trying to get rid of the body fat and put it, I didn't want to have that effect as I was losing fat. So I wanted to wait till things stabilized. So I've had people email me, and I suggested that they wait, and sometimes they, for whatever reason, they couldn't wait, or they already booked it. And if it's only been a few weeks, or, I'm not sure exactly how long it'll take depending on your situation, but if it's only been a month or two, there's a good chance that it won't be exactly as low as you'd like. So that can be discouraging if you start doing this way, and in a month or a few weeks you go and get a blood test. There might be some improvements. You might have lower blood pressure, lower cholesterol, but if it's not where you want it to be, give it time, especially if you're losing weight, for it to adjust. So hopefully that helps. That's one of the topics that I wanted to help you with, and let me know what you think. See you guys.